Hi, welcome to FedScoopTV. I'm Colby Hockmuth. I'm sitting here with Jeffrey Ate, Director, Public Sector North America for Good Technology.
Hey.
Thanks for joining us.
Hey, good to see you. How you doing?
Great. I'll have to get right started. I'm wondering, Jeffrey, what do you think is a good model for government using IT and technology to lower cost?
Well, I think what we've seen is as mobility has exploded, the ability to actually use mobility to lower both infrastructure costs from the physically having to be at the office and be at a desk, as well as using mobility as a disruptive technology to change the way the government does business to improve worker productivity and greater efficiencies, thereby by being able to actually do the job with less people, which in today's physical environment is obviously a reality with sequestration and some of the budget constraints that are going on.
Right. And so how important do you think IT and technology is going to be in having government be more sustainable and more competitive?
Yeah, sure. I think from Good's perspective, obviously the things that we're doing around securing mobile devices enable those devices to actually be used to allow the government to attract a younger audience and from a workforce perspective, because they want to be able to work where they want, when they want. I think the other thing is it helps in lowering the cost of doing the same job with more mobile, lighter weight environments, which obviously makes them more sustainable with the cost impact that is out there today. And I think it also makes them more competitive with industry at attracting good talent by having a more innovative environment.
Right. And so what are some of the best examples you've seen?
Well, I think if you look at what the federal air marshals are doing, I mean, every air marshal carries a smartphone today and can collaborate and communicate with all the other air marshals using a up-to-date phone versus something that is a little bit older. If you look at what is happening with Department of Homeland Security, they're literally building applications that are that allow the agents to stay in the field more and spend less time having to come back to the office to actually fill out forms and documents.
Right.
So I think providing a better work environment and making the workers I guess happier is not something a CIO worries too much about, but I do think that it does have to do with maintaining the morale overall and providing people the ability to use things that they use in their everyday life.
Yeah, of course. So looking at the IT industry and government and their business models for lowering those costs, how similar do you think they should be?
I think they should be very similar. I think the U.S. government is the largest enterprise in the world. So, I mean, they should be able to take advantage of the same cost savings that a Citibank or a Barclays or a Boeing is experiencing today. I think the biggest challenge that the government has is they've got just a lot more policies and procedures that are tied to it that doesn't allow them to move as rapidly. As we talked about today, the procurement issue is the single biggest challenge at blocking innovation. So I think as policy has to change around procurement, I think innovation gets created, and I think they can be as equally competitive as any enterprise in the world.
Great.
Great.
Well, thank you so much, Jeffrey. This is
Great.
FedScoopTV. I'm Colby Hockmuth.